Hello, Emmerich back. Over the past next couple of weeks I'll be servicing my car. It's a 2013. To get it serviced at Mercedes would cost £755. The parts are quite expensive with Mercedes parts, but you can get a few OEM parts. But certain parts, like today's video, is air filters. Now, when you look at a lot of videos with the W205 version of Mercedes I've got, you'll see a lot of certain air filters at standard type, but with this model, the which is the V6 3 litre, you get two of these left and right. They're a bit odd because they've got built-in housings. It's a bit blowy. I hope you can hear me okay. And you get like this wedge type air filter casing, so they're very expensive. I've gone for a genuine part. For two of these, that's £100. And these will slot in, and it looks like there's only pretty much a couple of screws holding them in, and I'm going to see how easy it is to fit. How easy is it to fit these type of air filters? I've not seen many videos at all on these. I only found one, and it was on a different model, the same engine but in a different model car. But anyway, that's the plan for today, fitting the air filters to a V6 C350 Mercedes Benz. Anyway, let's get on with the job. Stay tuned. Right, the first thing to do is take this cover off. A lot of these cars, these W204s, they actually have the air filters inside these. How easy is that? No problem at all. But with this one, it's slightly different, as we're about to find out. Right, let's take this off. There's a clip here, a clip here. That will take that away. That's easy enough, isn't it? Now, as far as I know, this should just unclip. Let's have a look. It's quite loose actually. Well, that come off a lot easier than what I thought. So, there you go. That's what we're looking for. When I showed you a little bit ago, here's that actual air filter housing. So we've got. It looks quite easy there actually. What I'll do is take the camera off so you can have a closer look. So let's just take you off a moment, 2 seconds. Right, let's have a look in. Right, so we've got a little torque, I think it's a torque 20 button there. It looks like we've got to take that little device off. I have no idea what that is, to be honest. We've got a couple of clips there. We've got to maneuver that out, and we've got a torque 20 right down there, you can see, and that seems to be about it. We'll check over the other side just in case it might be slightly different. There's your torque. Here's the other side. There's the left side looking at the front. That's the torque 20 screw there. Clips there. What's it? Oh, it looks a little bit tight round here. We might have to pull that clip out to give us a bit of space. But anyway, let's get on with taking that out and basically see what comes off when we take a few of these torque screws out. Anyway, let's put you back on the stand and I'll go and get me torque tool. Anyway, catch you in a bit. Right, we can use this little standard torque key to undo this. That's that one, and we'll do that one over there to take this little sensor off. Right, take that off, put them over there, nothing to fall off. You can't use something like that over the back here because it's too deep, it's too awkward. But you know, I could use the little standard one I had on here if I got the right size, but this little screwdriver is going to reach down, which saves a job. I think the thing to be very cautious with is not to drop screws, else you're going to be in such a big bother. Right, now we've got the one here. I'll see if I can film that. Hopefully you can see that. Right down here, this is going to be tricky. I don't want the bit falling out. I'll unscrew it as much as I can, and then hopefully, oh, I can take that out by my hand without dropping it. The same size screws. Next thing, let's put you over here. Just line you up so you can see what's going on. Well, as far as I know, I'm not the authority on this. This is the first time I've ever done it, but obviously we've got a clip here and a clip back here. And will this come out? Now, apparently, they just sort of pull this section apart. Oh, that's sort of spring loaded a little bit, so I can pull that back a little bit and pull that up. That's going a little bit too easy. Wow, look at how dirty that is. Wow. Okay. And what we got down here? We've got a few little leaves, so they'd be worth getting out, won't they? Oh, let's get them out. It's the last thing we want. Now that wasn't too bad, was it? Basically, I just blew it out, but here's the old part. Here. And there. Is the dirty old mucky filter. Not so great. Right, let's get the new part and see if it clicks in, and it's going to be an easier job than what I thought. Stay tuned. And here is our fresh, super duper new part. Wow, look at this. Oh, how easy is it going to go in? It's just going to slot down simply. Just wiggle it around. It seems like it's there. And how does that come across? Oh, is that going to play ball? Is it going to play ball? Because you've got a little bit there. I don't think that's... Oh, I see. I went in on the sill a little bit wrong. Oh, there you go. Oh, look at that. Right, that's that. I won't clip that in yet. Let's put those screws in. Wow, look at that. Easy as that. Well, I call it a sensor, but I have no idea what it is, but it looks like a sensor, doesn't it? And I'll stick with that. Right, let's just obviously clip those filters back, that filter back in. Right. Oh, there you go, all nice and solid, all nice and snug. Right, let's Wow, now that was easy. Is it as easy as they say it is? It's very easy. Well, I say that, but on this specific engine and filter, I've not seen many on them, but I can assure you that it's a very, very straightforward job. The part's obviously quite expensive. You go with the Mercedes part. I've gone with the Mercedes part, but you probably could pick them up for like 25 to 50 pounds around the net. But I wanted the proper part for, you know, for important part of the air filter, you know, the main breathing of the engine, and that's about it.